mind adding the Sejuani to the repertoire and isn't going to be bothered by the Lee Sin in the early game as well. Lee Sin also wanting to farm things out relatively quickly, and you saw that Cuz actually dealt with Peanut very easily in game number 1. It wasn't necessarily the jungle that was the issue. It was Cannon getting a little bit out of control, which gave Gen G their slight advantage. But I mean, that Talon in the mid lane is very exciting and also can punish Zoe very effectively.
Yes. Talon roams are definitely something that we're going to have to be looking out for here. With Kingzone, yet another skirmishy type composition. They like to fight. They like to get down and dirty. So we'll take another quick look at the team compositions in just a second here and go over what they're trying to accomplish. Gen G with the Urgot, Lee Sin, Zoe, Kai'Sa, and Braum. The main focus of this team composition is the Zoe able to threaten and delete some of the champions and provide enough leeway for Ruler to take over team fights on the Kai'Sa, backed up by the Urgot and the Lee Sin. So mid to late game spikes coming out of the Gen G team composition. But they're going to need to hold on because on the flip side, for Kingzone, you have the Ryze, the Sejuani, the Talon, the Ezreal, and the Tahm Kench. Massive amounts of map control offered by the Talon and the Tahm Kench. Ezreal extremely mobile and slippery, and lots of mid-game power punching in the Sejuani, Ryze, and Talon. And that's right around the time that Ezreal completes his major spikes.
Yeah.
So...
And also, what you're going to be doing in the
mid...
Oh, yeah, man, there's a lot to talk about here, but let's hear from the fans. All right, as you can see, Pawn is going to be using his skin, and we've spoken to Marta about his Thresh skin. He actually doesn't decide to use it more often than not, and that's because he doesn't necessarily feel like he's ready to perform to his World Championship level. Pawn is, at the moment, both just pretty content to farm out the wave. Okay, Abyssal Voyage, though, means that, nope, Tusin's going to be leaving. Cuz just going to get hit by the Q, and otherwise nothing's going to happen as Deft has to be very careful, as this could certainly happen. The flash forward, first blood, a solo kill for Ruler, as Deft was just too far up.
Yeah, Deft was really overextended there without his support, and Tahm Kench is the one that currently has heal. Deft does have the teleport, so not able to live there. And things are just not going very well for Kingzone. They're down 1.3k gold. We'll take another look at this. Deft doesn't take the Abyssal Voyage with the Tahm Kench. Ruler had the option to try to freeze, although it is an Ezreal, so he sort of can farm with Q. But nonetheless, Deft, a little bit too close for comfort, tries to flash away, doesn't matter. Ruler able to just follow.
Out waves over and over again, probably wants to go for a Hex Drinker, regardless of whether or not the fancy feet have been working for him. It works so nicely against the Zoe. Ultimate going to get immediately stopwatched there. Probably take that trade as Cuz is a fight on the bottom side. Life very, very low, as Deft is going to get devoured as the animation for the True Shot Barrage was coming out, which is very cute.
I've never seen that. That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ultimate going to be used down on the bottom side as Ruler just feels it at the moment. Gets hit with the Lickitung. So we are going to back away. Now, Gen G going to be starting up on this Rift Herald. Full vision available as, man, the fights just continue down here. Tusin getting aggressive. Pawn's coming on down.
Oh.
He smells a tasty Braum and wants to be able to pick up this kill. Vision available, but Assassin's Path gets him in there immediately. The heal going to be used, but the slowdown onto Ruler wants to try and get a kill back, but that's it. Pawn grabs the kill, and Realm Warp underneath the inner turret bottom side. The Ignite going to be used, the Grey Health utilized to perfect effect.
Absolutely beautiful usage of the Tahm Kench passive and the Grey Health right there by Tushin. And that was a really good roam that Pawn was able to pull off. Didn't really matter that they had the exhaust ready for him. Now, on the flip side, Gen G, they do get the Herald, they get a lot of plates, and they get the first turret. But Kingzone, they got a little bit of an acceleration going for themselves.
Yep.
And Pawn was able to pick up a kill and an assist there, so...
Well, if you think about the plate trade, though, we've got Shelly making another visit to another turret, so global gold is certainly an advantage to Gen G. They get all the plates stopped. They get one in the mid lane as well, as Fly had some extra time.
We're going to make use of it. It would definitely be Kingzone a little bit more than Gen... Okay.
Whoa, all the buttons are going to get landed, and Fly's the one tanking the turret. Cuz just straight up misses the ultimate, and that is going to be that. Gen G just get a free kill. Ruler's moving on over, Life's there as well. And Rascal's fighting against Roach. It's going from bad to worse here for Kingzone in the mid-game.
Very, very peculiar. And now that's going to be the mid-tier 1 turret falling. And look at how healthy the mid and top tier 1 turrets are for Gen G. In this game, they are definitely in a very comfortable position.
Oh yeah, and they're just more than happy to move towards the late game as well. I mean, this composition is pretty straightforward. You have Peanut cause
on the bottom tier too. There's no one from Kingzone here to try to stop that. We can see Talon, Tom Kench, and Ezreal trying to come down, but the damage to the turret is already done. That Talon does absolutely laughable damage.
Yep, it's just going to get taken out.
Yeah.
Ruler does a lot of damage to these turrets at this stage. Supercharger boosting that attack speed. They'll take a blue buff as well, and things are a disaster here. Just clearing out mini waves in a side lane, and as a Talon, you can certainly do that. Moby Boots is going to activate most likely as he jumps over that ruined turret, but Life. Ooh, I don't know whether Peanut can actually find too much here, but the Q is going to land.
Oh!
Gets the flash kick. Happy birthday, Peanut. Looks real good so far as Ruler can dive in on top. Killer Instinct is exactly that as Ruler grabs the kill.
And that was a really big pickup just now as well. Not only did you get Pawn's ultimate, you also got his flash out of him. Now Dragon is up in 2 minutes, so he will at least have his ultimate back for that. But Gen G going to be able to pick up this top tier 2 turret off the back of that.
Yep. Free kill, free turret, and Kingzone are trying to trade it, but Peanut's already over here. Trouble Bubble lands onto the Pig Lady. It's Def that takes the majority of the Paddle Star, though. Cuz still going to be a frontline Realm Warp. That's going to be safety here for Kingzone.
It's a nice Rise ultimate out. They definitely do need to avoid any sort of a fight right now with Dragon just on the horizon. Super, super important for both teams.
That was a really nice catch. Decision. Gen G moving on over to this Drake, and looks like the Infernal's going to be theirs without any contest. Oh, Rush, trying to do his best aiming impression. Is deft, but unable to lock down Dragon.
And another Infernal.
Oh my god.
Well, someone likes Infernal.
Also has a few items under his belt. Has been farming a lot. As Gen G, all 4 members hanging around over here. No Arctic Assault there from Cuz. Holds onto it. As Gen G just grouped up, ready to fight. Ruler comes on over. And Def, that Arcane Shift was definitely not the one you wanted. Susan has to put that Devour on cooldown, which is always a big deal.
And we can
control ward. Peanut searching for a Q. Finds it under Tucson. Certainly an option as far as targets are concerned.
Pawn down in the bottom lane. I mean, he is split pushing. He did crash the wave. Yeah, they can't give up another Infernal. Wow. He committed a real flash for that.
Yeah, he wanted to kill Deft. But Pawn has a decent position right now, trying to get a flank around behind this Infernal Drake.
Pawn?
True Shot Barrage actually gets a lot of value there. Pawn goes down towards the bottom side of the map, but the Dragon has been started. Low health bars. Kingzone actually in a 50-50 position.
Not there.
Okay,
now
can the Talon actually get through? Lee just comes over, takes it down, and Pawn's not even fighting. He's trying to take down wards. Fear Beyond Death comes in, and Gen G win the easiest fight of their lives. Rascal doesn't get over the wall. And what is this Kingzone team fighting?
Now, okay.
I was going to say this is actually good because I was trying to work out how you were going to approach talking about how that went from a Kingzone perspective without using some colorful language.
I just, I had to tell myself we're on cast, you know. I have to really hold back there. All right, well, this game is all but over, I think, at this point. 2 Infernal Dragons for the Lee Sin, Zoe, and Kaisa. Baron now picked up by Gen G. Pawn, I don't know where he's going.
I don't know what he's been doing. It's just been some
that was
really
the weirdest
intrigue. But we'll see whether they can actually finish it. Weirder things have happened. Deft bouncing forward. Pawn looking for a flank. LS looking for a way to talk about Kingzone in a positive light. And I think everyone's coming up short.
Oh,
okay,
man.
Here we go. The kick back onto Cuz to deny any engage. Redemption will bring Gen G's health bars all the way back up again, though. And
Pawn can proxy the wave. They're out of minions.
but they're out of turret.
And they're sending Peanut there.
Oh my god! Def just explodes! Zoe is the one that takes all of the damage, and this is a 1v1 between Peanut and Pawn. And Peanut's winning.
Oh!
Yeah, Roach gonna take a lot of damage here, maybe overstepping just slightly. Rascal still needs to be respected. At least it's still hunting.
Holy!
Alright, yeah. Ruler just does so much damage. Def this time has his health bar built back up again. And Kingzone's still not gonna go down without a fight. Health bar's lower. Okay, True Shot Barrage does a lot of damage. The dive forward is sacrificial there from Cuz's Killer Instinct. Is probably going to kill Def inside the belly of the Tahm Kench. It's a triple, almost a quadra, but Fly's going to steal that one away. And now Gen.G should be able to take this game down. Teleport in the hands of Roach. He'll get his health bar back and move back in here to try and win the game.
Yeah, and this is definitely going to just be the Doom push. There's no way Rascal can hold off all of these members of Gen.G. These are going to be the two Nexus turrets falling, and we are going to a game number 3.
Yep. Kingzone, their first 2-1 victory or defeat is going to be at the hands of Gen.G. And that's exactly what Gen.G does. They like to spend as much time on the Rift as possible. It's going to happen again. Congratulations. But I feel like when you look at this game, it doesn't feel like a Gen.G win. This game feels like a Kingzone loss.
Yes, and these games look very similar to Gen.G Jin Air Green Wings in the sense that nothing is happening whatsoever. Pawn's asking his teammates if he was just actually in a game, so I'm not sure what was going on there. That Talon pick did nothing. They didn't utilize him. It had almost anti-synergy with the Sejuani jungle pick.
Yeah.
And when Cuz fell behind early to the Lee Sin, due to the pathing issues with how the game started, lanes never